caring, a lady full of love, a sweet and gentle soul, like an angel from above. In your neighborhood, like you know you should, doing good in your neighborhood, each and every day. The Susan Show.
This week, Landy James and Donald Peterkin are in the spotlight as both are reunited with long-lost relatives.
My name is Landy James.
And who are you looking for?
Robert James, which is my father. He had left Jamaica from 1981 to be on the farmer program. I was told that he held me up the morning and said, boy, I don't know when I'm going to see you again.
It's our Caribbean Connections reunion series, and it's the story of Landy James, who came to find his father, Robert James. And with us is Sharon McCullough, your Landy's mom,
yes,
and Landy's auntie, Marcia Francis. Now, Marcia, before your brother left Jamaica, tell us, what was your relationship like with him?
When he left Jamaica, I was about 15 years of age at the time. He was living in Kingston, and on weekends he would come to visit his mom. And you know, at a tender age, a little girl and your elder brother, you know, you would come in and say, boy, what girl, and you know, that's it. Because he wasn't living at the house, he would just go and come.
You share the same mother?
Yes, we do.
He used to write to her, I understand.
Yes. He got a ticket to go on the farm work. The first time he left, right, he would normally write her and, you know, send some money for his two sons.
His two sons, who are?
Andrew and Landy. Landy is the baby, what he leave.
Oh, so there's another son?
Yes, there's another.
Okay.
Right. And my mom would normally write, and I don't know what happened, right? All of a sudden, he stopped writing. Even when I reached about 25 or somewhere about
later.
there, I was trying to see if I could find him also, but no luck. We were saying might be he was dead, right? So I don't know what happened.
All right, and Mummy, you were living in the same district basically.
Yes, Miss Susan.
And you came to the show with Landy.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about the bigger one.
The bigger one is Andrew.
So you were with Mr.
James
for a while?
Yeah, but whenever leaving him, he go into town, come up on weekends.
Okay. What happened?
I don't know, we just see him come up on weekend. Me and him, it kind of
break off.
Because I used to carry a woman in the district and...
You harmed the lady?
Yes, man.
Okay, so what caused you to do that?
Me hear that them come, that time he was a baby. I said to her, say, come here with him and before he tell me send some money for him kids. So he used to come see me, go and come. But one weekend when he come up and said to me, say, him not go there here. He might go west. So I said, we him say, and farm work. So he take out the baby and say, my youth. And I said, boy, you know when you go see her again. And just like
So
that.
what about Andrew? Andrew wasn't there that day?
No, Andrew was one of his mother.
The two sets of family lost touch with Mr. James. And that was it until Landy grew up, turned big man now, have family of him own. And him need to find him father.
I see him one day take out him bill phone him father picture and it. And I say, what is this? And say, him father. So I find out, say, him want to find him. So I asked his wife to get your number and she do the corresponding.
So we understand that Mr. James has surfaced?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that first contact like with you?
I was at church, a message came on my phone. I noticed it was coming from a brother. He said, sis, I have a good news for you, you know. They find your brother. And I was like, thank you, God. You know, I was so excited, Susan, and I screamed, you know, and then after, you know, I was saying, thank you, God, he's alive. You know, he's alive. I'm so glad to know that he's alive. And then it's like something, you know, something just hit me and said, boy, he was alive all these years. He was alive and his mother was there sick and wanted to you know, even to hear his voice before she died. And I said to myself, you know, I'm not going to get excited. I'm not going to get excited.
You try to hold it down now.
Yes, I'm trying to play cool. Because I want to talk to him. I really want to talk to him because the first thing I'm going to ask him is, where were you all these years?
Yes,
You were alive and you not even know that your mother died? And then my husband said to me, calm down because you never know what happened.
True.
Maybe something happens that you do not know about. Just calm down. Wait until you get to talk to him,
Right.
and then you will eventually find out what happened. So that's what I'm doing right now.
So you haven't spoken to him yet?
Yes, I spoke with him Friday evening about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
I was with my other brother. So we said, all right, then let me call him and let the two of us, because we were together, right? So I rang his phone, and when I rang his phone and he answered, I said, good evening, Mr. James. And he said, hello. I said, do you know who is talking to you? He didn't have a clue. I said, it's your sister, Marcia. And he was like, Marcia, is that you? I'm so happy to hear. I'm so happy to hear you find me.
Find him.
You know, I said, yes, I find you.
So he was excited that you find him.
That I find him, right. I said, are you okay? And he said, yes, man, I'm good. And he was saying, like, thank the Lord. I said, you go to church? And he said, yes. And I said, oh, that's nice. I said to him, you're at the same address? He said, yes. I said, all the while you were at the same address? And he said, yes. I didn't want to get too, you know, too angry.
Yes.
Right, so I didn't get into details. I just said, you're okay? And he said, yes. And I said, I'm fine, I'm doing great. And I'm so happy to know that you're alive. You know, I'll talk to you some other time. I said, Boyan is here, you want to talk to him? And he said, yes, man, I want to talk to him.
How old was Boyan when he left?
About 10, 11, 12, somewhere about there.
So he knew him.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, we have to have a family reunion. And I said, yes, we do.
So you get to talk to him,
Yes, it's Susan. But the kids them ask me not to angry at him or anything. And I just say, yeah.
So what was that conversation?
I said to him, say, Robbie, my check say, you're dead, you know, brother. And he said, no. And he said, thank me for good the kids them so good for him. And him appreciate it. So him say, when I come, you gotta fight me, sure. And I say, no, man. Don't do that. We're big people now. That when we was young. That over him to just come and make the kids them see him. So him say, he's coming soon. But the two bigger sisters, then call them every day.
Who were on the photos that we had. All right, so we're very happy that you're able to link with him after so long. And as you say, he's been there all this time. All right, so thanks again for coming.
Yes.
Next, we speak with Landy James, who recalls his conversation with his dad.
We're continuing the story of Landy James, who came to find his father, Robert James, and with us is Landy James and his lovely wife,
Amoya.
So Amoya, you took the initiative to do what exactly?
I really wanted him to know his dad, as well as myself. I wanted to know a father-in-law.
Okay.
Right? So from ever since we were, searching for him by different means and medium. We tried Facebook, online search, and all of those. And one day I said to him, I'm gonna go on Susan show
you are going to go on Susan Show.
I'm gonna go on Susan Show. I'm gonna,
Okay.
Find your, want to help you find your dad.
Yes.
Because even our children, my daughter, she was asking, where is grandfather? We want to know. So, I said, I
And
want.
all of your families, and
Yes.
she knows your father,
Yes.
your mother, and everything.
Well, my father was deceased, so she
Okay.
don't have any grandfather. She don't know. So, she was curious and wants. I want to know my grandfather, Daddy. I want to know your father, and all of that. And I was like, okay, then here you go. You need to know your father. So, I said I was going to call Susan Show for
Right.
him to get in contact with you, so that you always help people to find their lost relatives and all of that. So that's when I take up the initiative and called, and I got through, and we got back the call later to say that we should come for an interview and all of that. I was like, oh my God, yeah.
And then Landy, you came on the show, and I mean, you just talk up the things. Yeah, you know what it is to be without a father and all of those things. How was it really affecting you, Landy?
For a very long time. It was when I was going to school, and we grew up with a stepfather though. But I knew that it was my stepfather, Sometimes you hear Father's Day come up and all that, and you know that you really have a father that you don't know, So I just want to know a father, because if you have a father, that's your father.
Your biological father.
Right, So from long time in my teens, I just want to, but as I said on the program before, sometimes you have this urge, like you look for him, then and next time you said, well, I'm living, so you just forget about it for a time. I always wanted to know him, if it is even to see him, just to know that yes, that's my biological father.
Right.
Yes, so over the years, as my wife had said, we try other things. She's the one that always take the initiative to start search. Even the medium that she had used, she have done it before, and we came up empty.
Yes.
We came on the Tuesday night.
Right.
And she went on Facebook Saturday. And she typed in one of my sisters that is a daughter that he had over America.
So you never typed in his name before?
Yes, we did.
But what
But we're looking for
happened that day?
pictures. And he was always telling me, this is Shariva and this is Radrita. He was always getting the right pronunciation. But then, I said, okay, I'm going to look. I pressed, and when I realized it came up, and she said her mother name is Gloria, but it wasn't James. So the mother had changed her name. But then I realized her address was the same address that we have on, we have on a sheet of paper that we got.
Which were from letters
And
that
it
was
correspond, and I was like, this must be.
Really?
Yes, and then I pressed on Gloria's thing, click on Gloria's. And when I look, the resemblance of Gloria is the same as the ones I have
That
on the
you have,
picture.
right.
I was like, I run to him and I said, Landy, look, this is your father's wife. So at first he was reluctant and saying, this don't look like her. And I was like, look at it. And I was, looking at the pictures to see similar features.
Right.
Look like them.
So how do you eventually get them to call you and contact you?
I, just said what I have to say. Hey, Miss Gloria, how are you? Please, can you contact me concerning Robert James? And I was like, oh my God. And I gave my number. And I gave my number. I was like, oh my God, maybe these people see this, they probably think it's scamming or whatever. I'm like, okay, God. My phone rang, and Miss Gloria was like, this is Gloria. And I got a message about contacting you about Robert James. And I was like, Miss Gloria. I didn't know what to say. I was like, so, because I'm saying, yes, this is her.
So where was Landy?
This is her. He went on the road. After we were in dialogue, because he's busy and all of that. So he went on the road. I was like, oh my God, he should be here now. And I was just excited, like he's my father,
So how you got her to understand that this was the family he had left behind?
First I asked her, Miss Gloria, do you know of Robert having sons in Jamaica? And she was like, yes, Robert left 2 sons in Jamaica and whatever. And I was asking her, do you have children? Whatever. Yes, I have 2 daughters, Shariva. And I'm like, oh my God, God.
It's good
Yes,
that she's
like,
open like that.
Yes, and she was just explaining everything. And then Radrita came on the phone. And
she lived with her?
Yes, and they were just excited and crazy. And at the same time, now they called Mr. James, and they were telling him,
So you're hearing all of this going on?
Yes, and I'm excited too, you know. And everybody's just talking, and they call him, I think, via three-way. I was like bubbling. I said, why don't hurry up and come home? I want to tell him all these things. We're there talking, and they were like, this is your daughter-in-law, Landy's wife. And he was like, what? What? And he was like so frightened and all of that. And we was just, oh my God. I couldn't believe. I was like, it's like I was dreaming, you know?
So when you came home now, sir, how you received this news now?
Before I reached back home, she had called. And so, because I can give it to her, she's really a genius. They said, oh, she had made the connection, you know. The thing that caught me the most is the comparison with the pictures that she have made, because the pictures that we have of Miss Gloria, I think she was in her late or early 30s.
Right, the one you brought to the show.
Yes.
Yes.
And she, you know, she's much older now.
Yes.
You know, and how she get to see the resemblance.
The face,
yes,
the
she have to really bring it to me before I could really.
Is that like a spyglass?
Before I could really see that, you know, there's a slight resemblance of Miss Gloria in it, you know. I was on the road and she called me and told me that, you know, Landy, your sisters want to meet you. That's what she said. It was an overwhelming joy, you know. It was so up until this day.
So the big question.
Yeah.
Your dad.
Right.
What was the reason for not corresponding with the persons in Jamaica?
It is a tough one, you know, because up until now we don't get to talk and get down into details.
Right.
Because just the moment, you know, it's like we're seizing the moment to just bond and stuff like that with my sisters, with even my father, you know. So we just talk about things that we want to, you know, to do going forward and things like that. We mentioned stuff like we don't want the past to come and prevent, you know, the future and all those stuff. So I think we're trying to get in our comfort zone before we can go into those details, you know, because they can be very distracted as well, you know, because even with his story, you know, based on what my sister had told me that she got from him, it was, you know, family issue back at home. So it was more like he was on a quest then for peace or, you know, for some form of life. But like she had told me that he's saying that I'll leave 2 sons in Jamaica, and he just keep on going about it. Like, you know, she said sometimes
in Jamaica?
I guess he couldn't face up back, based on my understanding. It's like coming back to Jamaica was too big for him.
No, well, not coming back. You still let your mom died, you know, when you told him that your mom had passed. What did he say about that?
Well, he sighed and he felt it. I can't know, but as I said, you know, they have some mountains. They have some mountains, and they were very high for him. You know, they were very big mountains.
Well, we're very happy for you, Landy.
Yes,
we're so very glad for you. So what's your brother saying?
That's Andrew.
Yes.
He's very happy. He's very happy. Andrew is a person. He's jovial, you know, he's all right, but he don't talk a lot. Andrew called me every day now. Andrew called me every day. And he called, you know, Andrew and our sisters, they talk almost every night just to see him. So it is just, you know, connecting and a bond. We're just bonding now.
Oh, I'm feeling so happy to see him so bubbly and excited. Oh.
So that's a change. Any other changes you're seeing in your husband since that?
Just the excitement. He's just excited. He always is a happy person, jovial and playful and everything. But I'm telling you, he's more now. He's more so. He's very happy. He seems more contented, and you know, just like when a part of you missing, and then you, he is just relaxed. He's just calm, and I'm just so excited and happy.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story.
Thank you for having us.
Coming up, the story of Donald Peterkin.
Tell us your name, sir.
My name is Donald Peterkin.
And who are you looking for?
I'm looking for my father.
What's his name?
We call him Shirley, but his right name is Uriah Peterkin.
It's our Caribbean Connections reunion series, and it's the story of Donald Peterkin, who came to find his father, Uriah Peterkin. And with us is Michelle Peterkin and Miss
Anita Peterkin.
Anita and
Jennifer Peterkin.
Now all the Peterkins are here.
Yes.
Originally from where?
I'm from Westmoreland.
And you're originally from Westmoreland.
Yes.
But you left them and come at home.
No, my father came to Maypen, Clarendon, had a relationship with my mother, and I was born in October 1970.
So how many of you?
Two. My brother Paul Peterkin.
So you are here because you saw a young
Yes.
man on the show.
Yes.
Tell us what you
Yes,
saw.
I saw this young man on the show, and the description that he was giving, I know that is what it was my father is talking about.
Which was what?
Yes. He said that Uriah Peterkin rides a bike, drive a ice truck.
Right.
Yes, and I know that my father ride a bike, drive a ice truck, and his name is Uriah Peterkin. Recently I heard that I have a brother living in Warsaw, Trelawney. Yes. And I didn't know where in Warsaw, Trelawney was, so.
As
I
recent
saw-
as 2 years ago.
Yes.
We're talking about a child that is well over 40.
Yes, exactly 2 years ago.
So were you surprised to find out that there was a child out there?
No, I wasn't surprised. Because me always want other brother.
Oh, you want another brother?
Yes.
Not because your father may have had other children. You just want another
Yes,
brother?
because it's only one brother me have
Okay.
as Peterkin.
Okay.
Yes.
You think you have gotten yourself another brother?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you saw him on TV?
Yes, I saw him and he looked just exactly like my next brother.
So what did you think of Donald's story about the 25 cents and his father come and give?
You know, as kids, sometimes maybe you never know, say I wrong one in true.
That's right, 25
Yes.
cents. So let's go to the aunties now. So you are Uriah's sister?
Yes.
And what can you tell me about him?
I don't know much, but my brother was grow a little amongst each other, and
When you say a little, is it same mother and
not-
father?
no, same father, but not the same mother.
He's older than you?
Yes, older than us.
Us,
Yes.
okay. So you're
Yes.
both the same mom?
Yes, we're the same mom.
All right, so
and same father.
how long did he stay with you guys?
Not with us, with his mom.
So what do you know about him?
He just come to the house and look for us, and
So he's a nice brother?
yes.
You never get a 25 cent though?
No,
Oh, you never get a 25. You did get 25 cents?
more than 25 cents.
Oh, you get more than 25 cents. All right, but what you knew of him, he was nice. And
Yes, and kind, and
so you knew about this son?
no. It's when I saw it on the TV. I never see it so properly. It's my next door neighbor come and call me and said to me, "You watching Susan?" And me said, "Yes," but me get up from the TV and said, "You know, I saw a man on the TV and said him is Peterkin. Is a brother child?" And me said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to call Michelle right away and tell Michelle." When me calling Michelle, Michelle calling me.
You call him Shirley?
Yes.
Why?
His first name is Shirley.
His first name is Shirley.
Yes.
So it's Shirley
Uriah
Peterkin.
Yes.
I love my brother because I eat a lot of ice cream from my brother. And the last time I saw him, he went from America and come to look for me.
Okay.
Yes.
So he has been back to Jamaica since he went on the farm work together?
Yes.
Right.
One time I saw him, that is many years ago now.
Yes.
He give me 100 US.
Wow.
I asked him where he live. He live in Montego Bay.
There was some
Yes, incident.
mishap, yes.
Yeah.
And then he left.
And go away. And I don't see him again. I only hear Michelle, that's my niece. Yes, tell me about him.
All right, Michelle. So we're not sure of where he was, but you were in contact with him some years ago.
Yes.
And based on what you know, at that point in time, you were told.
Yes.
that he had a son. So we just want to, I guess, embrace this young man now.
Yes.
Well, this big man now. What do you think is the first thing you're going to see him, since you want a brother so bad?
I wish I had phoned him a long time ago. Because when it comes to family, I love my families.
Really?
Yes, I went from Clarendon to Westmoreland actually every time
To go
see
get them?
Yes.
Yes, and even they were at your home last night because you went to get them?
Yes, I went in Maypen to get them.
They had to be a part of this?
Yes, when it comes to Peterkin, as you know that Peterkin is an uncommon name. Yes, I love my family. Yeah.
You just want to hear about a Peterkin?
Yes, yes.
Find out if you're related to them.
Yes, I find out if you're related to them.
So how many children you have?
5.
Right, and I guess he would have children as well. So ready?
Yes.
Okay.
When we come back, we speak with Donald Peterkin and his sister, Nicola Bryson.
We're continuing the story of Donald Peterkin, who came to find his father, Uriah Peterkin. And with us is Donald and Nicole Bryson, a sister to Donald. Yes. Now, Donald, remind us of the story that you came and told us on TV now.
It's about in 76. My father came to my house where my granny and me and my grandfather were there.
How old were you?
About 8 years old.
Yes.
And when he came, he didn't say my mother, but me and him was there and he was reasoning with me.
Like what and what he was saying to you?
He said he really come to see mommy and he come to look for me. And he have something to tell mommy, but he didn't see her. So he took me on his bike, ride me go about
This is
5
a
train.
motorbike?
Yes, a motorbike. About 5 train from home, out by the road. And he took me off my bike when he reached that location. He said, Donald, son, you're not gonna see me if you know, but me get one little work and I'm going to do it and you will hear from me. So he took me off the bike, go in his pocket, he took out a 25-cent piece with the bird on it and the Akis on it. And he gave it to me and he said, you must have this when I go to school, you take it and buy something. So when me get the 25-cent piece, so glad as I could you know, I have one red 1 cent in my possession. When I reach at my gate to go down into my home, I look at the 2 money in my hand. Hear me now. Big man now get big money. Now I know 1 cent again. Boop down the gully. When I fling and looking at my hand. Easy 1 cent in my hand. The 25-cent piece gone down the gully. And if you see me as a little youth searching for that 25-cent piece.
In the gully?
In the gully. Couldn't find it. Eventually, I want that piece of land to rent. It's not ours. I want to find back that 25 cents as a little youth, you know.
So will I
So
say rent the land?
Me go to the people and say if they could have rent me more and plant little ground there. They say I'm not renting you the land, you must take it and work it. And I've been working that land about 11 years straight before I find back that 25-cent piece.
You found it?
I found it.
So where you do with it?
It was that me almost my little youth. I don't know where they take it with it. I did have a lot of all kind of money. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I want to make you take it down. I clean it up and I put it over one place. And eventually climb up and find it.
You should have framed the 25 cents of Peterkin.
I have it clean up and put on and I say, any day my father ever. And everybody said, don't look for him because he must be dead long time and yeah, waste time. I walk up and down and talk about father. He said, boy, if him dead, make me here.
How old are you now?
I'm 50.
And Nicole, how long you known Donald?
He used to visit where my mother and father.
Donald used to come to?
Yes, my father and got married. So he would leave from our grandparents to Manchester and leave back to Trelawney. So like maybe on weekends or month end, my grandmother would send him up with a box of food to come and look for us. Then after that, we got split up. We were living with my aunt in Kingston here, and then we hadn't seen each other for a while. But as time goes by, coming home one evening from work in my community, I saw him and I said, Donald, where you are? And he said, up at that house up there. Me say, I mean, don't know.
So both of you lived in Manchester and you didn't know?
No, didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't know. I didn't know. Him know, but I didn't know.
Okay.
So I said, come and check me around at my house. I want to have a talk with you. And he did come. I said, you working? He said, yes. The people then for the house is not here. I'm staying there. So I said, I would need a little assistance here. And if you're not busy, you are welcome to stay in my son's room and help me out. And I will help you, but I can't help you big. If you work for me, I can give you a little change here and so on. Likewise, he's there with me from that time until today.
Wow.
And he asked me to come on the show with him, unable to come at the time.
So ever since last year, you guys have lived together, you guys have been grown closer.
Yes.
So Donald, how did you get to come on the Susan Show?
I hear the program and I'm being asking some people how to get the number. They say, Martha, you have to go see if you can find the page. And you know, so one night I see the program and I jump up and I take up a pen and I wait and I watch, you know, and I watching and I say, I must get this number. I say, when I get the number, it was under the show your hand. So then give me your number. And I write it down and it tear up and I say, I write it down up here so. And I say, you know, come out of my head, you know. I say, this a number here, 906, nah, come out of my head. So me tell me, say, 2732, it can't come out of my head. And I say,
It's true.
I will get to Susan.
Mr. Donald, not even me remember the number sometimes.
I go on my bed and I call her and I get the secretary and I get her.
And you're here today,
Yes, Miss
hoping
Susan.
to hear some news.
Yes, Miss Susan.
Any family at all named Peterkin?
Family where?
Because you know that your father
Yes.
originally came from where?
Yes. My mother tell me, say, him did live at Chulani, but he's supposed to be from Westmoreland.
Westmoreland. So Nicole, what are you hoping for him here today?
I would love for you to find your father, just as how I have my father and know my father. And that's my blessing to you. As me tell you in my house, I am hoping that you get your answer. And I would be joyful for you.
Where is your mother now?
My mother is in Trelawney.
Oh, she's still alive?
Yes. She's the one who phoned and said, tell Donald, everybody call me, I don't have no TV, that Auntie Susan finding father. She phoned me in my bed 4 o'clock in the morning.
People saw
him on the TV.
But Donald, that day he came to you, that's the first time you ever saw him?
To my knowledge, I the first me would have to know him at that age.
But you would have remembered some father figure coming around.
Yes, because I remember when about 7 before I reached here, I saw him. Time he carried some ice. I was dealing with some ice. Yes.
Yes, because my mother said they were living in Falmouth where the ice factory was. So he was transferring it from there to there.
All right, so you ready to meet whoever we have here for you?
Yes, Miss Susan, I will.
All right. Coming up, anything you want to say to them before you open your eyes?
I don't know yet.
You don't know, you want to see them first?
Yes.
Donald Peterkin came to the Susan Show to find his father, Uriah Peterkin. His 2 aunts and his sister Michelle heard the story and are now here to meet their long-lost relative. Miss Michelle.
Yes.
You ready to see him yet?
Yes.
No, I'm not make you see him yet. You go back. You ready to see him now?
Yes.
All right, you can stay. You ready to see him now?
Yes.
You can't see him. Go.
All right.
So you 2 ladies are ready.
Mm.
You saw him on TV?
Yes.
So you see him slim and nice. Him look like him father from back way?
And front.
Front too. Him have bushy eyebrow?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Come. All right, Mr. Peterkin, don't open your eyes until I tell you, okay? Who are you seeing here?
My nephew.
He's looking just like his dad.
Yes.
And what is your name?
Pansy.
Pansy what?
Peterkin.
And what's your name?
Anita. Peterkin.
He's your nephew?
Yes.
You are whose sister?
Shirley Peterkin.
Shirley P. You know Shirley Peterkin, Mr. Peterkin?
Yes, miss.
Who names her?
My father.
Yes? hands. So your two aunties are standing in front of you.
Yes.
You want to hold their hands? Anything you want to say to them before you open your eyes?
I would say to them, I don't know yet.
You don't know. You want to see them first?
Yes.
All right, open your eyes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Donald Peterkin.
Anita Peterkin.
Yes.
Look up your hand to them, man.
My father is Shirley.
Yes. That's my brother.
Don't know nobody. Don't know nobody. Nobody.
You see how much ladies are bringing for you today? Eh? All the pretty ladies, you know. All the Peterkin ladies. All right. Who we have over here?
Michelle Peterkin.
And Michelle, you saw this gentleman on TV, right?
Yes.
And when you see him, what you say to yourself?
See my brother there. Angel and Corey, see my brother there.
Hug up your brother.
Brother man from Warsaw, behind the police station. Yeah.
So who you know some?
Because we get some information.
You're going to find out about the man?
No, 2 years ago me get that information there.
Get information?
Yes. But the person never know a name, so me couldn't just go at Warsaw to ask a no name person. So when me see my brother on TV, me say me have to come meet him.
Because you're well wanted?
A brother, more Peterkin me have a stronger family, I go be, understand? Yes.
So you're the family person?
Yes, I am the one who go around and look for the family.
So this is your sister Michelle, and she's from?
7th Road, Maypen, Clarendon.
So her set is from Maypen.
Yes.
And there's a brother?
Yes, the other brother named Paul Peterkin is at work now.
So you're going to sit down and have a little chat just a little bit. Hook up your brother one more time. And we're continuing the story of Donald Peterkin, who came to find his father, Shirley Uriah Peterkin. And Donald, you've just been reunited with Michelle, your sister,
Yes.
and your two aunties.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
It's a wonderful feeling.
Yes.
I don't know the comments or the thing what to class these feelings, what I'm feeling right this moment.
Yes.
But it's so wonderful.
Yes.
Feeling goosebumps all over me.
Hold him hand there, Michelle. Hold him hand, because I'm feeling goosebumps. You always wanted a brother from long time.
Because it's only one Peterkin brother I have, and the more Peterkin I have in my family, it would be better for me. Yes. And I only have a next sister by the name of Peterkin, so it is uneven. So 2 brothers and a sister, even. So now when I see this and the Susan show, I was just jumping up and said the Rochelle, Angel and Corey me find my brother. So I went by my workplace and borrowed the people them directory. So I got the number and I got the call. Yeah. Yes.
So that night when you saw him on TV, you were excited, what?
Yes. I was just coming from the hospital looking for my grandson, and I turned on the TV and just in time, 2 other persons come before him. And when he said, Warsaw, I said, yes man, this is my brother. Yes. Because the description that he was giving, it was talking about my father. Yes. So I said, this is my brother, man, I have to find my brother. But last week when they tell me Thursday, me no man, Thursday take too long to come, man. Yes, Thursday take long to come. You know, family is so important. I'm glad to know my brother. You know, no matter who, no matter when, what, or what, me just, you know, glad to know my family, them. Yes, you know.
So what was that feeling like, not knowing? You were 8 years old the last time I saw him on the bike.
Yes.
And the ice truck. Everybody else knows that he used to work at the ice factory. The last time I saw him on the bike, what did he say to you?
he get a work, so he go into that work. He didn't tell me that he was get a farm work ticket or whatever. But through that, when me growing up now and realize that was farm work and the way things go, I mean know how it when you run off or how it goes, I forgive him for everything. Because those times people were looking good and better for them children.
Right,
but when you go and you run off, so now you know, just get back to stay.
Right.
So me say him will work up himself, and then one of my friend now going on that same farm work and saw him.
Saw him, all right.
Yes.
So that's why you believe.
Yes.
That you, but you didn't know at first that he was going on farm work. You must tell you that him got a job.
Yes.
And you're not going to see him for a while. Because that day he'd actually come to see his mother to tell her.
Yes.
But the mother wasn't there.
Yes.
So that's how he wrote out. No one need to tell you that piece of the story, you know. Everybody know the story of the 25 cents, right?
Yes.
You know what Donald do?
Throw it away.
No. Donald go look for the money in the gully.
Yes.
And him don't find the money. And you know what Donald do? The little 8-year-old Donald, him said to himself, say, him a go buy the piece of land and go look for the 25 cents.
Yes.
You know, so Donald go rent the piece of land and look for the 25 cents and find it.
Yes. About 10 years before I find it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Him plow and him dig and him plant and him plow and him dig, and 10 years later him find the 25 cents. So the 25 cents was not lost. And the 25 cents always represented what to you?
My father.
Your father. The land remind him of his father.
Yes.
And that 25 cents, which him did put up on top, but somebody got fast with the 25 cents now. And the 25 cents gone.
Yes.
But don't worry.
Yes.
We'll find your family.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And up to 2 years ago,
Yes.
Michelle didn't know where Mr. Uriah is, but we're not too sure where him there now.
Yes.
But we're going to still find him again.
Yes. I mean, I tell you the story now with the fellow now that saw him over there.
Yes.
So, he said, I want to give my son something. Don't leave out of this place. I soon come. So the man said he was there waiting, but you know, like a Christian man, them not turn up in a bar and pub.
Okay.
So he said, boy, he couldn't wait so long. So he leave.
Mm-mm.
Eventually, he never see him again.
Yes. So he
One
want to
of my-
send something for you.
Yes.
You, this son him talking.
Yes,
You.
me, that
Oh,
man.
you know says you him talking.
Because that man
Come from
was
where
up.
you are.
Yes, and he
There you
didn't
go.
know them one another.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he never forgot about you.
No.
Well, guess what? Michelle, when you know about Donald?
2 years ago, exactly.
We thank you so much for coming, sir.
Yes, Miss Susan.
And we thank you for sharing your story, and
Yes, Miss
we thank God that we're able to help you.
Yes, Miss Susan.
And see your aunt is there now, and enough of them down there now, so you can go look at Westmoreland for them. You can go and
You know,
Maypen, go and Michelle.
I know, not even one angel there, no, they are right around us. You are one, they are one, they are all angels. So
thank
God
you.
have his special angel to do his special work. He have his disciple them to send out to do them work. He have them prophets to send out to do them work. You are just God's children to do God's work, Miss Susan. We can't pay you for do what you do. No, we don't have it. But God have it in store for you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for finding my brother for me.
You're most welcome. And a sister came with Donald today. Her name is Nicole Bryson. They share the same mother, so we're going to bring her in now. Come, Nicole. Look at all these family members that Donald has met today. That's his auntie over there, and another auntie over there, and sister over here. So let's go over and greet them for me.
Auntie Susan,
Yes, my darling.
it's a blessing.
Thank you.
And God will continue to bless you on your show to find each and every one in every corner of Jamaica. Joy and peace to you and your crew. Continue to shine and do what God asks you to do.
So let me tell you something now. This is bound to happen. This is divine. You understand? At the same time, you were learning of Donald almost 2 years ago. Donald was living in Manchester, not knowing that his sister was building a house in Manchester. So they met up. And 2 years ago, he started living by her. Everything happened within a 2-year period. I just feel him time now. It's Donald time now. Donald, I pray and hope from my 8.
And Donald is 50 years old this year, and he has gotten the gift that he always wanted. So thank you all once again for coming. Remember to keep doing good in your neighborhood. Thanks for watching The Susan Show. See you next time. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notification to see videos as soon as they're uploaded.